It's time to get sprinting here in Miami. Welcome to this amazing venue, which is going to now host the single greatest one-make championship on the planet, with a three-way Constructors Championship and one driver from each of those teams, all here to do battle around this venue. And it's going to be a very exciting sprint race, which we cannot wait to bring you as well. It's going to be action-packed. There's plenty of overtaking opportunities. It's a reverse grid race, meaning that we've got the drivers who had a lot of pace yesterday at the back, drivers who had good pace, but not as good as our pole sitters at the front. Meaning they'll be defending, and the drivers at the back will be attending, but there's only 3 of them. Meaning that for a lot of it, it's just make a few overtakes, but overtaking here can be tricky if you get drivers doing really well with the defense. And there is plenty of overtaking opportunities, as we mentioned. Turn 1 at the end of back straight number 1. Definitely we can see a driver go to the inside and make a move, but it's not the only available opportunities. There is plenty around this venue, as we mentioned. And then the last braking zone on this circuit, where you will always see some of the most interesting moments taking place as well. In commentary box number 74, my name is Omi. Delighted to have your company for this one as we cut over to live pictures, and you can hear the field making their way round at the moment. And we have Logo, who is making his way through. He will be our pole sitter. It will be 16 laps on the board. 1 will count, of course, as the formation lap, as they will come around. But you've got Logo on pole. You have got Pal in between, with Jaden in 3rd position and what will be last on the grid. Now, we do come here with a bit of an interesting situation. We've got Prima, we've got Trident, we've got ART. Those are the drivers, those are the teams in the Constructors Championship. They've each got 1 driver for this one. So if we're going to have a pure battle with everyone equal for one race, this is the one where each team has got 1 driver, and this is the opportunity for ART and Prima. They've got a bit lucky now with Note not here, meaning that Trident will not score as much points as they could have. It opens the door for ART to close in a bit, opens the door for Prima to close in a bit. Whether they do so, that is another question, because it's Formula 2 and anything can happen in this championship as well, and it always usually does. Now, we've only got 3 drivers, as we mentioned, but don't worry, nothing to worry about with that. One of the best races of the season was the Brazil sprint race. Note versus Pal all the way through. That was some extraordinary contest a few months ago, but now we're getting ready to end off this championship. We're going to have Monaco after this, and that will be our final race as well. So that will be really, really exciting, and we cannot wait to bring you that as everyone gets themselves into position. We've got the green flag being waved, and we're about to look to the 5 red lights. And the sprint race is underway. Pal off the line, drawing alongside Logo. Are we about to go 3 wide? Jaden has a look as well as Pal takes the lead into the first turn. He goes wide, he goes off the road, and Logo back into P1 as there was a moment in the background for Pal, who might have been lag crashed or might have properly been crashed in the background, so he finds himself dropping down. It is Jaden who is right now made his way through as well, but it's the Prima driver of Logo who has got the advantage at the moment. An exciting start to the motor race there, as they made their way through off the line and they battle down to the first turn in the sprint race, and Logo now finds himself trying to bring it home. The driver who was cruelly denied the feature race in Chicago, now the leader of this one, as let's now hear from the driver who was facing the wrong way on the opening lap.
Yeah, I'm lucky, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't have the back position, so yeah. I mean, fair play. I can't complain this time.
While the engine sounds game was fun, I think we're going to just turn them off at this stage. It makes radios impossible to hear as well. We're going to try get that radio to come through once again. So we're going to replay it now to you. Let's hear from Pal again.
Well, yeah, I mean, I tried to overtake him. I went off the track, and yeah, I mean, hard luck for me. I can't complain. It was a fair overtake. I would have to give it back, so I play.
So, Pal making his way through and getting on the Pal once again. Okay, so, here we go. About to come over the line. So, it's Logo, then it's Jaden, and it's close. It is close stuff between first and second right now at the moment. And it is going to be an interesting day that has now begun with Formula 2. You're going to have Formula 1 later. Then, you're also going to get a football match. A football match coming later on today. That it will be so exciting. Cannot wait for that. Here at the Hard Rock Stadium, where Jaden and Pal being team captains. You've got Crystal Tigers as well that are battling. Those are well, they are the team that is well known and has always been known as that, versus other teams all changing around. No Mega, of course, so no German soldiers this time around. It's Jaden who is going to be heading a team. Right now, though, it's Logo who is leading the race, and if these two make contact, then there still could be an opportunity for Pal. Who knows? Jaden and Logo are about to risk it all. Logo knows how critical this is. Every point in this championship is going to matter. Even if Trident win this championship, it was 3 points coming into this round. It's now 5 due to the 2 points Jaden got for pole yesterday. That's the gap between ART and Prima. 5 points coming into this race, meaning that Prima need points over ART for second in the championship. You've got so many interesting battles to look forward to. And Logo, who said he was struggling around this circuit yesterday. I was looking at the sector times yesterday, and of course we have systems for Formula 1. While I'm not in the studio this week, and while Jaden's not in the studio either, I was able to have a look at some of the data. Logo constantly found himself losing lots of time in that second sector. In the middle part of the lap, he set a personal best. Everyone else wasn't even improving on that lap, and still he was 3/10 off. So he massively lost out in the second sector, from the data that we gathered, for the majority of the session at least. As they take the wide line. Pal's closed in the gap, so Logo is now going to find himself under pressure. He'll try close the door on Jaden. Side by side we run for the lead of the Formula 2 sprint race, and Jaden trying to draw alongside. Millimeter staff between the leading two as we head down to the braking zone. We promised you action in this part of the circuit. It's delivering. The ART's got the inside line. Can Jaden move up into the lead of this one? He was all 4 wheels off the road. Logo runs wide. Logo maintains the place, and if Jaden had made it, then he would have had to give it back anyway. So he sits in behind. He doesn't need to get himself in any of that drama at this stage. But here we go. It's all kicking off. It is all kicking off in Formula 2. Logo is defending. Pal is going to be closing in. And the promise we made to you at this one, at the start of this one, we may have 3 drivers, but Brazil was interesting with 2. A 1v1 battle between the Tridents. Any race can be exciting if there is at least 2 drivers. For a great sport, just remember one thing. For a great sport, you need 2 great contenders. Oh! Lag crash momentarily, I think, for Jaden, which has stopped him. So Jaden's been stopped. Is Pal emerging in the background somewhere? Yes, there he is. Here is Pal. He's got the momentum. He's got the momentum, the Trident driver over the line. And now these two find themselves having to close the gap to Logo. And what an exciting motor race this is. Well, I did say to myself earlier that I'm going to take it a little bit easy for this race, as I've been sick all weekend. I still am sick, which you might notice I'm not able to scream as much as usual, saving it for the F1 Las Vegas Grand Prix as well. But yeah, ultra sick this weekend. I've basically got a bunch of tissues absolutely everywhere, as I've had to keep blowing my nose. So there's a whole bag over there. So yeah, incredibly sick. So if I do take any breaks, then that is the reason why to that. But yeah, it's not helpful that I'm also doing football later on today. I'm also commentating on the football match, but hopefully it'll be exciting. Hopefully it will be something to remember. So to be fair, I did come into this thinking, oh well, it might be a little bit calm. Who knows? Might just calm down a little bit. But no, Jaden immediately going for it. And look at this. Look at this. Logo surely has made a major mistake, because there is Jaden, and in the background you can, if you have good eyes, you can see Pal. You can see Pal in the background. So we are about to get a three-way fight possibly for this win. Jaden's closed in the gap. Surely 4.8 seconds, unless, of course, this is the first time that we're getting to see a visual gap between the two of them. So has it closed in? 4.8. Over the line, wait for it. 1 point. Yeah, it has dramatically closed in. And Pal's 4.5 seconds behind. So yeah, they have all closed in there as well. So Jaden's going to be going for it, and we're about to get a battle. And just hoping the voice can get through this contest. But yeah, it's just one of those commentator things where you would say, well, I am gonna take it a little bit easy on this race. I'm gonna take it a little bit easy on this race, just to make sure I have a voice later for other sessions. And then you get no other choice. I did do it at the start, but then Powell got a brilliant launch as usual and took the lead. So that's what happened there. As our pictures momentarily glitch for us, but it's all back to normal now. And it's all back to the ART chasing the Prima with a Trident closing in. This is going to be fun stuff as they make their way through this tight part of the circuit. Getting the racing line can be critical around this part. Jaden trying a different line, trying to get to the inside, and if they do battle at this point of the circuit, it will get really, really tight down to the braking zone. The feature race thumbnail had contact between two drivers when a move was being attempted. As well, you can see that in tomorrow's broadcast on the screen. Right now, however, you can see Jaden just trying different racing lines. Can he get the exit? Can he get the power down to try challenge? On the run towards turn number 1, and Jaden, who said it was going to be easy to pass everyone and win this race, with the comment he was making with Pal earlier, well, that's exactly what he was trying to indicate. Not at all. Not at all. Jaden is stuck behind Logo, who is doing a brilliant defensive drive. And Logo, if he can win, then this will be an extraordinary moment. He hasn't won a Formula 2 race before. He's not taken a Formula 2 pole either. It would be his first ever time if he's able to do it. Jaden, though, trying to get there for the 14th time, which he thought he had when he crossed the line last race in the feature race in Chicago, but due to penalties, it was Sir Harrison McLaren who gave Prima some extra points in the Constructors' Championship with that victory as well. So, Jaden heading down to the braking zone. How brave is he feeling? Can he be late on the brakes and go for the move? No, you'll sit him behind. And these two rivals who both have pushed each other so far to the edge, they're doing it once again. Any form of mistake cannot be made, because if they do make mistakes, there is a driver waiting in behind to capitalize. Jaden looks close this time around. Can he go for the move? Can he make the move to take the lead of the sprint race here in FIA Formula 2? He's getting ever closer. He will have the inside line. How brave is he feeling when we head to the braking zone? Sits in behind, tries to get the better exit. What sort of drive has he got on the exit? It is not the drive he would have wanted. And Logo is going to maintain that position for the moment. So Logo's going to maintain it. Jaden will come over the line. And the gap is 6 tenths over the line this time around. So it's 1/10 extra than it was. And Pal's closed in. We are really going to get a three-way battle. We're really about to get a three-way battle for this win. Logo defending, going right up to the walls. This is extraordinary stuff. Absolutely incredible. Right up to the walls for Logo. Jaden, can he get the power down? Can he get to the inside? They battled in this part of the circuit last time around. This time, Logo feels the need to defend. He's got the inside. Jaden trying to go the long way around. They're millimeters away from contact in this battle as we run down to the braking zone. Can Jaden be brave? Can he turn the outside to the inside when we get down a few more corners? He's going to attempt it at least. Can he keep it on the road? He'll definitely be shoved wide. He is. He comes back over the road. And he's still stuck behind. And Logo maintains the position as Logo goes flying. Logo goes flying as we make our way through. And Jaden tried to go for the outside line. Logo was never going to let that happen. Jaden came back on the road aggressively, and it was all going on there. It is really turning into one of the Formula 2 races of the season. Well, there's been so many of them. There's been so many of them. While F1, we've had lots of races where there's not been a lot of action. Lately, F1's delivering. But when there's been lots of races with no action. Formula 2, most races, does have action as it should. And Jaden is close to making the move down towards turn 1. But he was nearly going to be heading into the pit wall if he continued with that racing line. So he had to back out of it. 6/10 over the line again. So, yeah. I do need to think when I'm using the voice, because it can feel a little bit intense about a moment later when you're sick. But as I just quickly get myself back prepared, I need to have a little sip of, well, I won't be able to. Jaden alongside, battling for the lead, and Jaden is now ahead. He's a car length ahead, and Jaden finally takes the lead after so many attempts of making sure that he could keep it on the road. Can Logo shape back to the inside? Logo goes for it, and there's another lap crash, I believe, between the two of them, or a crash at least, and here comes Powell to take advantage. Powell will get through, and the question is, did Logo do it off the road? That will be the question. So, that'll be reviewed. If Powell can, then he'll need to get ahead of Jaden. This will be critical. We'll take a look at it. Was it all four wheels off the road? That is the question, and it's that the same drama again. But Powell needs to get past Jaden, and if he can do so, then, well, that will be a good thing for him if Logo has to give the place back. Let's hear from Powell.
Yeah, there's no investigation needed for Logo. I saw it. He was 2 wheels on the track. He was 2 wheels. Always 2 wheels.
So Powell looks like saw it, as well as I'm going to just quickly double check to ensure that that was the case as they made their way through the braking zone. And, well, the annoying thing is I'm going to have to slow it down extraordinarily as we'll continue watching Jaden as he's the car in between. So if we do see anything, then will be quite interesting as well. That one will be, that one by the looks of things is, yeah, that one will need proper analysis, definitely. It's a hard one to pause when it's live. Can we reduce the speed? Yep, we can. We'll quickly double check, but it's not an easy all 4 wheels off the road, that's for sure. If it is all 4 wheels off the road, then I wouldn't say it's really a easy one to judge. So wait for it. That's the hard thing. We're trying to see. I think he was within. I think he was within there as well. But had he been, I think, a centimetre more to the left, that possibly would have been. Yeah. Right, okay. Well, that's interesting stuff then. Logo's fine. Jaden can, of course, appeal it later when there's, I guess, when the race is over and when he can provide proper evidence, when he can slow it down. Currently, though, no further investigation with that. It's impossible. I'm also doing off the preview. I've not got the live stream up. I've got the preview up, meaning that I've also got limited options in terms of the quality of it, the speed and all that. So right now, from what I can see, it's clearly not a slam dunk all 4 wheels on the road, so I can't fully judge that. And I'm not going to make Logo give the place back well, he finds himself, well, it looks like, by the looks of things, he does find himself anyway in front. Okay, so that's interesting. So we've seen a switch between those two, and that's exactly what happens when a commentator tries to look at footage. They miss exactly what's happened on the circuit. So we've got Jaden back into the lead. So I don't know if Logo gave it back in case or what, but so that is a switch between those two then. And, well, I was looking forward to just seeing, oh, look, we're about to get Logo and Jaden battling again. Let's look back to life. No, we aren't going to see that. Logo finds himself now dropping in behind. But, yeah, it will be interesting. Well, yeah, I'm completely unaware what has gone on there. Actually, as we now find ourselves in this little lull period, let's actually take it a little bit forward and see what was going on. So even if it is a penalty, Logo is behind anyway. But yeah, nothing to indicate to us that that is the case. So let's see. So I'm currently just taking a look at the footage once again. We're trying to identify where the switch could have possibly been made between these two drivers as well. 5.4 seconds, and now it's turning into one of the more quieter moments of Formula 2 in 2024, unfortunately, which I don't think anyone wants. We all want the exciting wheel-to-wheel action that we were getting at the start of the race, but not every race is going to go that way from start to finish. Logo definitely had a big chunk of the race where he was able to defend, and where he was able to keep the position as well. And now it's Formula 2 just going quiet once again. So it was something on lap number 10. Yeah, something on lap number 10, which is the reason why. Oh, okay, I think I've got it now. If we can find it, then we'll take a look at a replay in a moment. It was right to... Oh my word, what on earth happened there? What on earth happened there? Right, we're going to get it on for you. You're going to see it right to the side of shot. I mean, nothing's going on, so we may as well get some stuff going for you. Right, we've got it on a screen for you right now. Take a look at this. In a few moments' time, you'll be looking to a Prima that will be going fast to the right-hand side. So, look over here. There you go. Right to the side. There goes a Prima off the road. And that is a weird one. How on earth did that happen? Well, I'll be interesting to hear after this race about that as well. Definitely be interesting to hear, as it seems like our systems momentarily glitched themselves. Should be all back to normal now. Perfect. That's exactly what we were trying to get going for you. But yeah, that's that is a weird one. I'm unsure at all one bit what could have happened between what could have happened to Logo there. Anyway, that is more to be discussed when we get to hear from Logo. But let's hear from Pal right now.
I've just boxed. Tires are done for. Couldn't do anything. Long strut now. Trying to see if I can do anything. I'm just going for fastest lap at this point. There's no point.
So Pal
I don't drive at all in them tires.
So Pal is just gonna try bring it home now, go for the fastest lap point if he can get it. And well, I mean, he finds himself in third. If anything, he'll just need to hope that something happens in front of him, and if it does, he might still be reinstated to the top two positions. But yeah, that major mistake from Logo, or whatever it was, which I'm sure we'll get some good details on after. And I also will be able to hear from Jaden, because he would have been behind or near it, where he would have seen it. So yeah, it will be interesting to hear some of the reaction to that. But the driver who got a penalty last time out, when he thought he had his 14th win, has now got himself a chance to get that here today, which, well, when he cleared Logo and he started pulling away, it didn't really look it really won't look in doubt, because it seems like he's just got an extra pace advantage this week. So defending that place, but it was a mistake for Logo. His defense was brilliant. Yeah, so that's the thing. His defense was brilliant. He was able to defend. If he was in front of Jaden, he can keep the place. But when he flies off the road, then of course the whole road is open to Jaden, and he's able to get through. So yeah, I think Logo will definitely take that forward into tomorrow, when I'm sure there will be other opportunities and stuff. Hopefully, to come. And Note will be a contender as well. He was the driver who got second in qualifying yesterday, so he might even have a possible chance. But let's hear now from our current race leader, about to go on to lap number 15.
My tyres are finished. They're done for. You can slide around everywhere. But we'll go to the end.
I was about to just mention how much I could see Jaden fighting away with the car when we were just watching him over this last lap. All over the road, trying to catch all sorts of slides. So yeah, the tyres, not really lasting all for these three talented drivers, unfortunately. Pal will try closing on Logo as well, and hope there's another mistake for Logo. If there is another mistake, then Pal could still take P2. Oh, he's off, and Logo goes off the road wide right when we mention about another mistake. Hits the inside wall, goes off wide, continues on, but little minor mistakes won't be nice for him. It won't be doing him any good. As he tries to maintain this second place, this could be a battle that comes down all the way till the end. Well, hopefully we get something near the end of this race. In a race that Jaden is on his way to take the checkered flag first in, unless there is any major mistake. And here is Pal, making his way through. Pal's got himself closer to Jaden with in terms of the fastest lap. It's still off. It's still off by Jaden. Set a 1 minute 33.149. Pal last time around set a 1 minute 34.813. So there's still lots of time to be found. On to the penultimate lap of the race goes the ART of Jaden, who, well, I think it is best that we also update you on some of the news. We had the investigation going on yesterday. There isn't really anything we can do. I mean, in terms of the files, nothing's really suggests yet clear evidence against it. We got him to test in 2 servers. I'm not saying that he's fully in the clear, but we got him to test in 2 different servers in Trident cars. He was able to beat his lap times. He was able to even beat Harrison's lap time in Chicago, and Harrison said it was his best circuit in the Trident car as well. So yeah, it is now getting to a point where there is really some things that we can't really now work out. He's done everything that we asked yesterday, and he succeeded, setting fast laps in Tridents, setting faster laps than he managed in his ART in Tridents. There's just nothing we can really now do until we find something else. But yeah, not saying that the tests are finished. We will still do random tests at different points, checking pole position lap times and stuff like that as he tries to beat them. But he's about to head on to the final lap, but that won't be the only interesting battle. I'm hoping that Pal can close in on Logo and they deliver us an amazing fight for second place, and it is actually going to be close. Pal is gaining Logo, who is going to find himself finishing possibly as the runner-up once again, and, well, it's got to be disappointment. He's got so close on so many occasions to a Formula 2 race win. I'm sure that his day will arrive, because the way he's been driving in Formula 2 especially, I've noticed, that is just absolutely unbelievable. He's really performing well, and while his teammate isn't here, he is making sure that Prix is still scoring good points, and he is giving them every chance and opportunity. This will be a battle though on the last lap, as Pal tries to take it away, and here you go. You can see that he's closing in. Just have to hope that the voice survives at this stage now, as Pal closes in a lot. He tries to go to the inside. Very nearly contact there is. There is contact, and it is Pal who has come off worse. Let's hear from him.
I tried to get back the position. Yeah, he should get back the time. He was also off. I was trying to be fair with him. He should be fair with me.
So, Pal hoping that Logo is fair and gives back the time so they can have a fair, proper fight in the final corners of this race. Is Logo going to be able to do that though? Is Logo going to give back the time? And we'll have to wait and see, or is he just going to trundle around and get second place? That looks to be the way. But trundling his way to victory for the 14th time in FIA Formula 2. Jaden crosses the line to win in F2. He takes the sprint race in Miami, and we look over to see whether Logo has given the time. We look over to see whether Pal can take second place at the end. Can he go late to the brakes? Pal going for second place, and he's gonna end that spinning around, and he went all in. Kind of the Harrison attempt as he tried to take Jaden's win away in China a few weeks ago. Similar to that, Logo will get second. Pal will come across the line in third. I mean, he went all in. It was a good strategy. It was a strategy that nearly got him ahead of Logo. But that's the way they're gonna finish. Jaden, Logo, and Pal. Jaden is punching the air. However, I'm not gonna give him the phrase. I'm just describing what he's doing as a commentator. Let's hear from Pal.
I tried. I mean, I couldn't do anything else other than that. I fought everything. I mean, I can't do much. He can't do much. It's a corner at the end of the day, so I don't want any of my fans to attack him with racing.
Yeah, absolutely. He went all in, kind of like Harrison did, as I mentioned, to Jaden at China with a last lap move. Okay, well, Jaden's enjoying this last time. He had a spin. He nearly crashed the car. Which, if he did crash the car, then he'll be the one who's getting the tow truck and getting it back. Or he won't be able to be competing without the car delivered back to the pit lane tomorrow. He'll need the car taken back for repairs and all sorts if he managed to crash it right on the cooldown lap. But yeah, the spin, really one of the only few things that he's done wrong as well. Okay, he's coming into the pit lane, but let's first of all hear from him on the radio as your race winner.
Yeah, what a race. That was unbelievable stuff. 14th win, come on. I can get more in the future.
Well, into the new podium for this week comes Jaden into first position. He lines up. So he lines up in P1 over there. Hopefully we'll get the Trident making his way over through as well. Power just parking it over to the side momentarily. Jaden is going to be getting on top of the car. Logo's going to try get in and then find that Jaden's running around in that area. Not the most interesting of things that have definitely happened today, but yeah, a really fascinating Formula 2 race. The drivers will head over for interviews first of all. I don't know where Jaden's run off to. We still need to get some interviews with the drivers, and it looks like they've all run off. Oh, they've all left us for the top 3 area. Quite interesting. Well, we've got the camera that's been taken down to where the top 3 have positioned their cars. Let's hear from P3 Pal first of all, if we can find him. I think he's going to be on his way any second now. As we see Jaden and Logo running all over the place. We've got the camera down there. And I don't know why I've been brought outside of my commentary box. I did definitely not agree to do that. Well, we'll send the camera back over here to Pal, as I think I'll run back to my commentary box because I'm staying nice and warm in there, so I'm not really leaving. Anyway, right, we've sent the camera down there. Let's hear from Pal now. Sorry, Pal. Right at the end, you just had to go for it. There was no other way. You would have been disappointed had you not gone for it. But yeah, you went for it. Didn't work. Just some amazing racing still being delivered.
Yeah, good defense. I taught him well. Well, yeah, I tried. I kept tricking him to go and change the line, and one time I went, you know what, I'll send it. And down the straight, I somehow caught up to him again. I didn't give back. I don't think he gave back the time. I saw him quite slightly. He sent it through the corners, and well, and then I had a chance, and I went. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, I'll take the chance. 1 second.
Okay. Well, you of course saw some of the battling between Jaden and Logo, unfortunately, what happened on the opening? That meant that you couldn't be part of the early battle that was going on between those two, but you started gaining a lot.
Well, the lap Jaden overtook, I spun, so
Hmm.
that's just one. What was in it? Yeah, I mean, good battle between them, and well, obviously it's a constructive battle right now. This race has really might mean a lot. You know, it's only like 3-4 points, but at the end of the day, these 3-4 points could mean a lot. So, yeah, no need to attend tomorrow. Need to gain that gap.
Indeed, he absolutely does. Right, well, best of luck tomorrow. We'll, however, see you later on for, first of all, your Formula 1. Then we'll see you as well for the match as well in the Hard Rock Stadium. Now, let's hear from Logo, the driver that finished in second place. And Logo, well, it's great to see you fighting in the front so much in Formula 2. And when you were able to stay on the road, you were able to defend from Jaden.
Yeah. Good fight. Well done, Jaden. Did very well. Just lost it. Tyre went. Just lost control. It just scared me.
Okay, well, can you explain us through then the start of the race? Of course, you started on pole. You had Pal immediately alongside. So was that something that you were expecting going into turn 1?
Obviously, he's got the best starts in the whole league, so I've got to try and stop him somehow.
Yep, and looking ahead to tomorrow, you showed some good pace today, so if you can get ahead of Jaden tomorrow, which will be hard from P4 on the grid, but we've seen some crazy things of the race start. Let's say if Jaden does get hit into turn 1, or there is a lag crash or something, and if you get ahead, will you take a bit of a different approach to try defending, and also maybe trying to keep the tyres in good shape?
That's the struggle with the tyres. That's what ruined my race at the end, I think. But I'll try my best in any way. Just want to focus and win the race.
Well, luckily for you tomorrow, there is a mandatory pit stop as well. So we'll be seeing drivers come into the pits a lot more. Best of luck tomorrow. And could tomorrow finally be the day where he takes his maiden victory in Formula 2? And he's a driver that absolutely deserves it. I've already mentioned, cruelly denied in Chicago. Here is your winner, though, who's won too many races. So let's hope he shares them out a bit and gives some wins to a few others. He wins too much. But 14th time that he has won. Well, in Formula 2 in real life, we've had 16 different winners this year, which is a Formula 2 record. Here is a driver who's won 14 races himself. So, Jaden, well, I guess once you got ahead of Logo, didn't really look in doubt.
Yeah, obviously, the tires at the end were quite, as I said over the radio, they were quite terrible. But yeah, you wanna congratulate Logo, obviously, for the defender and stuff, very good defending, heartbreak for him. So, after he hit the barrier, probably lost motivation, which is probably for any other driver. Once you hit a barrier, you lose motivation. But yes, yeah.
Okay, can you talk us through one of your attempted moves, the one that you were trying to go to the outside line and turn it to the inside for the next corner? So what happened in that battle?
Yeah, I didn't want to make it outside to inside. Well, I wanted to try to go all the way around the outside, and I got shoved off. But yeah, it was legal. Yeah, I didn't really see. I wasn't concentrating on whether he had all 4 tires off the track or anything. It was a good attempt move, or a good attempt defend, and it did work out for him. And obviously, a lap later, 2 laps later, crashed out.
Okay, well, thank you very much. We wish you the best of luck for tomorrow's feature race as well, and we wish you best of luck in commentary later on for Formula 1, and we also wish you best of luck with your new football team that will be participating very shortly. Okay, so let's now take it down to the cool down room. Well, we're gonna take the cameras through. We're gonna move it to the cool down room. Here we go. As the drivers all do a little bit of walking quickly. We will follow them around. They will head over to the They will head over to the second floor. They will take a bit of an entrance. Yeah, we're gonna take the camera with them. We're just gonna watch them, or well, two of these drivers. Here we go, Logo jumping right in front of us, which is great to see. So is Jaden. Inside we go. Now this is the hard task because the camera doesn't stay in here, so I've got to try and manage this right and try keep with them. There we go, there we go. We're doing well, we're doing well, we're doing well. When have we made it? We've made it. Lovely. Go in, and then it is slightly different to what they would usually do. We have a little bit of a walk. As you can see, they're jumping their way in, and we'll try to get the camera in front of them. They do a little bit of a walk. Was one of our different podiums this weekend. And there is Pal. Oh, they've both catched up to Pal as well. They'll get their caps on. They will get everything going. And I'm going to now shut up and let the three drivers do the talking.
Yep, that was a good week.
It was a good one, yeah. The strategy worked for me, so.
Kind of.
Oh yeah, it didn't work out fully in the end, but it worked to get time back.
I gave you a time back. I gave you a time back in the end. I slowed down.
Did you? Ah, fair enough. I thought I just gained it. I was like, oh.
I at the end with been on about. I know Power pitted, on about Logo.
Yeah, when I pitted, the tyres were sliding everywhere, and I was like, I knew these guys are gonna fail. So
It was horrible. The sliding was horrible.
I know. I was watching it every time. That's why I kept doing switcheroos because I knew you would have to defend and slide everywhere.
I felt like it was a Mario Kart or something.
I should have been patient. Yeah, patience is
Patience is
boring.
key.
Patience is boring. Boring.
I got PTSD from when Harrison sent me to Chicago. I thought you were gonna absolutely welly me.
Yeah, the Logo, the defender from you was good.
Oh, thank you.
Quite hard to overtake you.
Aiden, you just can't overtake normally. It's quite
Yeah,
easy to overtake.
I learned from the best.
No, the thing is,
Yeah, me.
Logo is he's so swole. I'm not trying to lag crash or anything.
No, Logo's just fat, so he just blocks the whole track.
Yeah. Yeah. Not bloody funny.
Oh.
That's rude.
I'm sorry.
It's offensive. That's a penalty. Offensive.
Ow! What they're gonna do? Take me off P3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
It's a move. Omi can have P3.
Yeah. Hi.
Why?
Bruce has been invaded.
Well, didn't know that we got an uninvited guest momentarily as well. But anyway, we're going to take it over to the podium and we'll wait our top three to make their way on there. Starting with third position, bold, brilliant, amazing starts as usual. It is, of course, as he's known, Pal the Goat, who we're going to see in a few moments' time. Which side? Which side is he going to come through? And then he'll come up hopefully to the camera. There he is. There he is. As we'll take the camera up to him. He is right now finding himself in third position. There are the Formula 2 cars. Not good parking from Jaden. I think that's our first observation from what we can see there. Anyway, second place is another driver who I'm sure at some point is going to take a Formula 2 win with how he's driving if he keeps delivering performances like that. There he is. As the camera tries to follow him around, he's too quick. But yeah. Logo, second position, but our winner for the 14th time, and the driver who made the move, who at least attempted some moves, then found himself, of course, getting involved in a few lag crashes, then saw the mistake from Logo, put his foot down, didn't look back. Since then, he's got Max Verstappen's kit, he's driving like Max Verstappen in 2023, some would say in all aspects, but he's going to go to the top step of the podium, and we are going to hear the Polish national anthem. Great to hear the Polish national anthem. And it has been one extraordinary Formula 2 sprint race, and the top three can finally celebrate an extraordinary contest, and a contest that gives us a feeling that tomorrow's feature race is going to be absolutely wonderful as well. The drivers get jumping, but do not worry, because on this PRL channel we have got so much action coming up today, as well as the drivers all enjoy themselves. The man who is right now standing right at the top, the tallest person momentarily, he'll be talking you through Formula 1 in a few moments time as well, starting at 11:30. Then we'll have a little break, and then we'll have an extraordinary as the ART car is brought up to the top as well. We're going to have an extraordinary football match. Jaden, pal, this is going to be some exciting stuff. Can Crystal Tigers continue their amazing legacy as well? Or will it be a new team? All of that to come here on PRL. And then, of course, for if you want to join us in Formula 2, the single greatest one-make championship on Earth, you can do that tomorrow when we hand out the big points. And it'll be critical for Prima, for Trident, and also for ART in the Constructors' Championship. So join us when we hand out the big points on Grand Prix Sunday, when FIA Formula 2 returns.